Hello students, I am Mohammad Asim. In last lecture we did some past papers questions from the topic of coordinate geometry. Today we will do some more questions of the same topic. Let's have a look. Question number 23. This question number 23 is the past papers question number. This question came in June 2015, paper 1-2. Paper 1-2 means variant 1-2. It means this is paper 1, where paper 1 means calculator is not allowed. Question is, P is the point 1 minus 3 and Q is the point 7, 2. Part A. Find the coordinates of the midpoint of PQ. It's very easy question. Students, you know the formula of the midpoint solution, part A. This is midpoint formula, x1 plus x2 over 2, comma y1 plus y2 over 2. So you must remember this midpoint formula. Midpoint of PQ is, this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. Formula is x1 plus x2. x1 is 1 plus x2 is 7 over 2, comma y1 is minus 3 plus y2 is 2 over 2. Hence, midpoint of PQ is 7 plus 1 is 8, 8 upon 2 is 4. Minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1 because sign of the bigger number, minus 1 upon 2. This is the answer of part A. Find the coordinates of the midpoint of PQ. The coordinates of midpoint of PQ is 4, minus 1 over 2. Come to part B. What is part B? Find the gradient of the line PQ. You know the formula of the gradient is, gradient represented by small m, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. So the gradient of PQ is equals to y2 minus y1. y2 is 2 minus y1 is minus 3. So this is already in minus sign, minus minus plus. 2 plus 3 upon x2 minus x1. x2 is 7 minus x1 is 1. So 2 plus 3 is 5 and 7 minus 1 is 6. 5 over 6 is the answer of the gradient of PQ. I hope you understand how we find the gradient. Come to part C. C part 1. The line L with equation 2x minus 5y is equals to k passes through the point Q. So given line 2x minus 5y is equals to k passes through the point Q, passes through Q. What is Q? Q is 7, 2. Passes through Q means it must satisfy the line L. Satisfy means this value 7 is represent x, this value y is represent 2. So we have to put 7 where we see x in the line. 2 multiplied by x, x is 7 minus 5 multiplied by y, y is 2 equals to k. 2 sevens are 14, 5 twos are 10 is equals to k. 14 minus 10 is 4 is equals to k. This is the answer of part 1, because the requirement is find the value of k with the help of this condition. Now come to part 2. What is part 2? The line x plus ay is equals to 3 is parallel to L. What does it mean? Find the value of a. Parallel to L means if we take the line L, what is L? This is line L. 2x minus 5y is equals to k, but we have already find the value of k in part number 1. So we put 4 instead of k. Now make the subject y. 2x minus 4 is equals to plus 5. This 5 is multiply over here. This should divide by other side. 4 upon 5 is equals to 1. Now if we compare this line to the general equation of a straight line, y is equals to mx plus c. Coefficient of x is gradient. Here the coefficient of x is 2 upon 5. Therefore m is equals to 2 upon 5. And if we assign the name is m1, it is suitable because we have to find two gradient. Now take the other line. Other line is x plus ay is equals to 3. Now make the subject y, shift this x on other side, and now this a is multiply over here. This should divide other side. Minus 1 upon x plus 3 upon a. Students, if you write x upon a or if you write x into 1 upon a, both are same. Now compare this by the general equation. The coefficient of x represent gradient m, and the coefficient of x over here minus 1 upon a, and assign the name is m2. Student, we have already learned when we were doing chapter number 6 from book 3. If two lines are parallel, then their gradient is same or equal. So according to question, this line is parallel to this. It means the gradient of this line and the gradient of this line must be equal to each other. So we have to write m1 is equals to m2. What is m1? Is 2 over 5. What is m2? Minus 1 over a. We have to find the value of a. Therefore we should cross multiply. 2 multiplied by a is 2, and 5 multiplied by minus 1 is minus 5, and this 2 is multiply over here. This should divide by other side. Minus 5 upon 2. So this is the answer of last part of question number 23, which came in June 2015. Let's have a look next question. Students, I hope you completely understand these questions, and after today's class I will be able to say that each and every student who watch my lectures on this topic are completely understand and will have full command on this topic. Now I am rubbing this. See next question. Next question is, See next question. Question number 14. This question came in June 2016, paper 1-2. And what is the question? The coordinates of the midpoint of the line ABS ABR 1, 2. The length of AB is 10 units. Part A. If the gradient of AB is 0, find the coordinates of A and B. Part B. If the gradient of AB is 3/4, find the coordinates of A and B. See the condition which is given in the question. The coordinates of the midpoint of the line AB are 1, 2. The length of AB is 10 units. So two conditions are given. Coordinate of midpoints and the distance, or you can say length, is given. What is first part? If the gradient of AB is 0, find the coordinates of A and B. This is very important point. The gradient of the line AB is 0. What does it mean? Students, I am writing a very important point over here. If a line is parallel to x-axis, its gradient is always 0. This is a very important line. If a line is parallel to x-axis, its gradient is 0. So in part A, solution, midpoint of AB is given 1, 2. Length AB is given 10 units. In part A, the gradient of the line AB is 0. It means this line AB must be parallel to x-axis, because if the line is parallel to x-axis, its gradient is always 0. Okay. Now, I am making a rough diagram. Rough means not drawn to a scale. Okay. Suppose that this is x-axis and this is y-axis and this is the origin where the x-axis and y-axis intersect each other. And if the gradient of AB is 0, means the line should be parallel to x-axis. Let's suppose this is line AB. I am not drawing. Let's suppose this is parallel. Okay, this is A. If I assign the name, for example, this is A, this is B, and if I say this is the midpoint of 1, 2. Student, this midpoint is providing one more very important information. The value of x is first, that is 1, and the value of y is second, that is 2. It means this whole line have coordinate 2. It means because both the points A and B are on this line, therefore the value of the coordinate of A is x comma y is 2, because the value is same throughout the line, and the coordinate of B is x comma 2. What is the value of x for A and what is the value of x for B? This will provide the second information, that is the distance is 10. This is the midpoint, therefore the distance from this point to this point should be 5, and the distance from this point to this point should be 5, so that the total distance from A to B is 10. Now we have already find the value of y in both the coordinates. Okay, now find the value of x. This point is 1 and this point is A. This point is 1 and this point is x, and the distance from this point 1 to this point must be equals to 5. Therefore if this one is 1, this should be minus 4. Why? See this. This is 1 and this is minus 4. What should be the distance? 1 minus minus 4. 1 minus minus plus 4 is equals to 5. Therefore, the coordinate of x should be minus 4, and the value is always 2, because this whole line represents the value of y is 2. So the problem has solved for A coordinate. Now come to B. In B, again we need from this point to this point distance is 5. This is 1, this is 1, and this is 5. This should be, the distance should be 5. So obviously if this one is 1, this should be 6, because 6 minus 1 is equals to 5. Therefore the coordinate of the value of x is 6 comma 2. I hope you completely understand how we find the coordinates of A and B with the help of this condition. So this is our final answer. What was the requirement in part A? If the gradient of AB is 0, find the coordinates of A and B. The coordinates of A and B are minus 4 comma 2 and B 6 comma 2. Now come to part B. If the gradient of AB is 3 over 4, in this case the gradient of AB is 3 over 4. Find the coordinates of A and B. Now in this situation the gradient is positive. You know, whenever the gradient is positive, line always look like this. So again for part B I am drawing a diagram which is not drawn to a scale. For example, our line is this, and if I say this point is A, this point is B, and if I say this is our midpoint is same 1 comma 2, and the gradient of this line AB is what? 3 upon 4. So what should be the coordinate of A, so that, and one more point, this is a straight line, so the gradient of all points in a straight line is same. This point is midpoint 1 2, but this point is also lie on this line. Therefore, with the help of this point, if we find the coordinates of this point, so that the gradient is 3 upon 4, so we must write what we need. This is 2, y value is 2, and this is 1. So what is the formula? y2 minus y1. So y2 minus y1 must be 3. So 2 minus 4. Okay, 2 minus 4 upon 2 minus 4 upon, sorry, 2 minus 1. Why? I am telling you. Next is 1 minus 3. Coordinate of A minus 3 minus 1. Why? Because if you take 1 comma 2 and minus 3 comma minus 1, the gradient is minus 1 minus 2 minus 1 minus 2 upon minus 3 minus 1. Minus 1 minus 2 is what? Minus 3 is, and minus 1 is what? Minus 4 minus cancel. The answer is 3 upon 4. Therefore, the coordinate of A should be minus 3 minus 1. And for this point, if I take this point and find the gradient, and the gradient must be equals to 3 upon 4. This is 1, this is 2. We need 3 in numerator and 4 in denominator. So for y, this is 5. Why? Because 5 minus 2 is 3. And for x, this should also equals to 5. Why? Because if you take 1 2 and 5 5, the answer is of the gradient y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. 5 minus 2 is 3, 5 minus 1 is 4. And see this, we need to keep the gradient 3 upon 4 same. Hence, from this concept, the coordinate of A is minus 3 comma 1 and coordinate of B is 5 5. This is the answer of second part. I hope you completely understand how we find the coordinates of A and B with the help of the given condition. Now move to next question. This is very interesting question. Kindly do practice for this question in order to get complete command. The next question is, this question came in June 2017, paper 1-2, and question number 16. A point A is the point, sorry. A is the point 0,3. B is the point 1,5. And C is the point P comma minus 1. Part A, find the equation of the line AB. Part B, the gradient of the line BC is -3/4. Find the value of P. Very easy question. Let's have a look. Part A, solution. In part A, we have to find the equation of line AB. So we need coordinate of A, which is given 0, 3, and we need coordinate of B, which is given 1, 5. So in order to find the equation of line, we must find the gradient of the line, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. 5 minus 3 is 2, 1 minus 0 is 1, 2 upon 1 is 2. The next is we have to write the line y is equals to mx plus c. Now put the value of m, which is we have find 2 in the equation, x plus c. Now we need to write the value of c. Take any one of the point like this. A is 0, 3. So here y is 3, x is 0 plus c. So 3 is equals to 2 into 0, 0 plus c. Therefore the value of c is 3. Put this value of c in the given equation. Y is equals to 2x plus c. C is 3. This is our final answer. I hope you understand how we find the value of equation of the line. Come to part B. The gradient of the line BC is -3/4. Find the value of P. Very easy. Take coordinate of B. Coordinate of B is what? 1, 5. Take coordinate of C. What? P minus 1. First find the gradient of BC by using the gradient formula. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Minus 1 minus 5 is -6, and p minus 1 is p minus 1. But in this part the value of the gradient is given, so put -3/4 over here is equals to -6 upon p minus 1. Cross multiply. -3 multiplied by p minus 1 is equals to -6 multiplied by 4. -3 into p is -3p minus plus 3. -6 into 4 is -24. Then -3p is equals to -24. Shift 3 on the other side. -3p is equals to -24. -3 is what? -27. And p is equals to -27 over -3. Because this -3 is multiply over here, this should divide on other side. Minus cancel to minus. P is equals to 3 1s are 3, 3 9s are 27. This is the value of P. And question is finished. Let's have a look next question. What is the requirement of the next question? This question is came from June 2017 paper 1-2. See next question. This question is came in November 2017, paper 1-1, question number 16. The coordinates of P and Q are 0, 7 and 10, -1. Part A. Find the coordinates of midpoint of PQ. Part B. The length of PQ is square root of n units, where n is an integer. Find n. This is the question. It's very easy. Solution. Part A. In part A, we have to find the coordinates of the midpoint of PQ. What is P? 0, 7. What is Q? 10, -4. So midpoint of PQ is equals to x1 plus x2 upon 2, y1 plus y2. Here y2 is minus, so we keep the sign minus. 10 plus 0 is 10, 10 upon 2 is 5, 7 minus 4 is 3, the answer is 3 upon 2. 5, 3 upon 2 is the answer of midpoint of this. Now, C part B. The length of PQ. Length or distance, both are same. What is the distance formula? You know, x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square root. So, students, the length of PQ. What are P? P is 0, 7, Q is 10, -4. So, the distance or length are same. So, the distance is x2 minus x1, 10 minus 0 square plus y2 minus y1, y2 is -4, -7 square root. The distance is given in this question, which is root n. 10 minus 0 is 10, 10 square is 100. -4 minus 7 is -11, -11 square is 121. Students, if you see square root on both sides, so square root cancel by square root. N is equals to 100 plus 121 is 221. So this is the value of n. Question has done. Very, very easy question. I hope you completely understand. Let's have a look. Next question. It's very easy. Past papers are very easy if you do the paper, the chapter from the book. After completing the chapter from the book, the past paper will be very easy. Let's have a look. Next question. This question came in November 2017, but this time paper 1-2, and this time question number 20. The coordinates of P and M are -3, 10 and 0, 4. Part A. Find the gradient of PM. Part B, find the equation of PM. Part C, M is the midpoint of PQ. Find the coordinates of Q. Very easy, or you can say super easy question. First solution of part A. We have P is -3, 10, M is 0, 4, and we need to find the gradient of PM. How to find? Gradient PM is equals to, by using this formula, y2 minus y1, 4 minus 10 upon x2 minus x1, 0 minus plus 3. 10 minus 4 is minus 6 over 3. 3 2s are minus 6. So the answer is minus 2. This is the answer of part A. Now, let's have a look part B. Find the equation of PM. Very easy. You know the formula of the equation is y is equals to mx plus c. We have already find the gradient of PM, which is minus 2x plus c. Take any one of the point. I am taking M, 0, 4. Y is 4, minus 2, x is 0 plus c. So 4 is equals to minus 2 into 0 is 0 plus c. 4 is equals to c. Hence, our answer is y is equals to minus 2x plus c. C is what? 4. This is the answer of part B. Come to answer of part C. M is the midpoint of PQ. Find the coordinates of Q. Very easy. Coordinates of P are -3, 10. Coordinates of M are 0, 4. Coordinates of Q we have to find. So I am assigning coordinate of, let's suppose the coordinate of Q is AB. We know the formula of midpoint. Midpoint of, what is the question? M is the midpoint of PQ. Midpoint of PQ is what? This is x1 minus 3. This is x2a upon 2, comma, y1 plus y2 upon 2. Midpoint of PQ. Midpoint of PQ is M. See this. M is the midpoint of PQ. What are the coordinates of M? 0, 4. Minus 3 plus A upon 2, 10 plus B upon 2. So first coordinate equals to, if two order pair are same, then the value of first coordinate must be equals to the value of first coordinate, and the value of second coordinate must be equals to the value of the second coordinate. 2 into 0, 0, minus 3 plus A, minus 3 shifted on other side, so A is 3. 2 into 4, 8 is equals to 10 plus B, 10 shifted on other side, 8 minus 10 is minus 2. Hence the coordinate of Q are A, comma B. A is 3, comma B is minus 2. This is the answer of next part. I hope you completely understand how we find. Let's have a look another question. Next question is, sorry, I am just finding. Yes, this question came in November 2018. paper 1-2, question number 20, and the question is, P is the point -3, 4, Q is the point 5, 1, part A, M is the midpoint of PQ, find the coordinates of M. Part B, find the gradient of PQ. Part C, R is the point -6, 0. O, this is not 0, this is O. O is the point 0, 0. Question is, which of the points R or P is closer to O? Show your working. Show your working means this is not the MCQs. We have to give the answer with reasoning. Come to part A. M is the midpoint of PQ. Solution. What is P? -3, 4. What is Q? 5, 1. Hence, the midpoint M of PQ is x1 plus x2 upon 2, y1 plus y2 upon 2. 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 upon 2 is 1, 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 upon 2. Answer of part A. Come to part B. Find the gradient of PQ. How to find the gradient of PQ? Is very easy. This is x1, y1, this is x2, y2, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is minus, therefore this is plus. 1 y2 minus y1, sorry, 1 minus 4 is minus 3, 5 plus 3 is 8. So the answer is minus 3 upon 8. C. We have coordinate of R which is -6, 0. Now we have to prove which point R or P is closer to O. It's very easy. We have to find the distance of OP first. This is R, P is -3, 4. This is Q, 5, 1. So first we have to find the distance with the help of distance formula. -3 plus 6, x2 minus x1 square, y2 minus y1 square. -3 plus 6 is 3, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. Okay? Sorry students, I did a mistake. I have to find the distance of OP. So we take O, 0, 0, and P is what? -3, 4. It's my mistake. So OP distance is, this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2. x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square root. 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 16 plus 9, 25, 25 is 5. Now find the distance of OR. What is R? R is -6, 0. OR. This is R, this is O. x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. 6 minus 0 square is 36, and 0 minus 0 is 0, so square root of 36 is 6. Now the question is, see carefully, which point R or P is the closer to O? Closer means closed. What is the distance of OP? Is 5. What is the distance of R? Is 6. It is clearly seen that that point P is closer to O. Answer. Because the distance of OP is shorter than the distance of OR. So student, this is our today's class. We have finished completely today this topic, coordinate geometry. We did all questions of chapter 6 book 3 7 edition, and I have given 2 classes for past papers. So I completely hope that you students are fully eligible and have full command on this topic. But still, if you have some problem in any part or any question, kindly write it comment box. I assure you I will help you. And student, one more request from my side, kindly subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button, so that whenever I upload the video, the notification will be delivered to your device, or you can say your account directly. Kindly like my videos and share my videos to other your friends as well. Okay student, never miss next class, because we are going to start another O-level topic, interesting topic, function. Okay, so wait for this topic. Wait until next class. Okay student.